to Godzilla Madness. Today, we're talking about Shin Godzilla. Now, Godzilla has been on hiatus for about 10 years until Legendary Pictures created their own Godzilla movie, which is a big budget Hollywood movie. But still, Japan, Godzilla's creators, still haven't made a movie. And after seeing the success of Legendary's Godzilla, Toho decided, you know what, I think Godzilla is profitable. Let's make another Godzilla movie. And thus Shin Godzilla was born. They hired director Hideki Anno, most popular from Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion is a popular anime, which I personally love. And Neon and End of Evangelion, the movie finale, is also really good. And you're walking to Evangelion thinking like, wow, cool robots. It's like cool robots punching others, when in reality it's just a bunch of sad, depressed people. What am I doing with this? It's a bunch of sad, depressed people. And Hideki Anno is a popular writer, so Toho decided, let's hire him. And in fact, it really works because Shin Godzilla did really well in the box office. Not only that, it was a critical success in Japan as well. It swept the award season for the Japanese Academy Awards equivalent. It won best. It swept the Japanese equivalent of the Academy Awards, winning best picture, best director, and I think best script. Either way, it won basically every award except for the acting awards, which they did get nominations. So, this movie is highly acclaimed. And Godzilla doesn't really scream best picture, but it did win the Japanese Academy Award. So, this movie is really well thought after. It's highly praised. And when you think Godzilla, you think something like Godzilla vs. Megalon, which is cheesy B-movie, corny, giant rubber-suited monsters dancing around bumble, bumble, bumble. But this movie is actually very serious, and personally, it is my favorite Godzilla movie of all time. Mostly because of its it is a very political movie. You think the political characters, you actually follow politicians this time on how to stop Godzilla, and like the 1954 one, which reflected the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This one talks about the tsunami and the nuclear power plant disaster, which the Japanese government handled poorly. So it's reflective of recent Japanese accidents, and they use Godzilla like what they did in 1954. Like I said, this is the closest in tone to the 1954 movie, and unlike the other movies like the Heisei, which used the 1954 as its backbone, most of the Millennium Era, which uses the 1954 one as its backbone, this movie is in its own separate universe, and Godzilla is probably the most radically designed Godzilla since Zilla. 2014 was different, but it's not super different. Godzilla here evolves from a tail monster to a lizard that crawls. He changes a lot. I think the directors wanted to make Godzilla more the creators wanted to make Godzilla more weird, Two-Face Godzilla, but Toho said no. But they did keep the evolution by making the earlier forms weirder, but the actual Godzilla is different, and I like that a lot. And the politician scenes are the interesting part. The human characters aren't really memorable, but it's a really interesting movie. You're really hooked. It's Kino, which is basically German for cinema. You're really engaged, and you can really feel Ano really likes the property, and he wanted to make a serious story and a meaningful one, and it's very reflective of current climate. So it really works. Shin Godzilla works. It's a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it. It's my first live action Toho for because I said live action because the next ones are I'm going to talk about. Anyway, Shin Godzilla's great. There's some Evangelion music as well. Not Cruel Tice Angel, but battle scene. So yeah, I love Shin Godzilla. What more do you expect?